waves stop you maybe a little bit here.
Well, we'll see. This is the lineup for the first event of the morning, and it is the K-1 1,000 meters. If you're listening in from down under Australia, Kat McCarthy, Alyssa Bull, they're absolutely flying. We have Dóra Bodonyi, who won in Montemor in the first World Cup last weekend, and right throughout we have good vid. Your compatriot Melanie Gebhardt, is she on good form?
Yeah, she's pretty nice, a pretty young girl, so she's on good form, I think so, especially on the 1,000. She's really well, and yeah, I'm interested to see that now.
Rebeka Simon, born in Budapest, clearly is interdispersed. The other medal ceremonies, you'll be able to listen live and watch it on the live feed. But we're trying to pack in as much racing as we can. Blanka Bordács, she won a heat in 4:02, so that was good news for her. Going down with Poland, Denmark, Australia, Hungary, Germany, Sweden, and Great Britain closest to you on the line.
Ready, set.
All clearly away. Yellow tip boat in lane number 3. It looked like Kat McCarthy from Australia had a good start. The Hungarians are concentrating on their athlete at the moment, but it's lanes number 5 and 3. The two Aussies are taking it out. So Ronnie, this is all about pace. I guess you need to have a fast start, settle into your rhythm, work your plan. There's Alyssa Bull, 21 years old, from a surf life-saving background. She was in the Olympic final with Alyssa Burnett, who was in the B final, won the B final in the 500 meters a few minutes ago, but she's looking, how is she looking?
Yeah, she's looking quality is really good, so I'm wondering, because they're all young faces, but they are tough enough to get really speeded up in the first meters, so I will see what happened in the last meter, so that's a interesting part now.
Well, as you can see, 750 meters to go. There is last week's winner. She had a really good, she's 2015, she looked like she was going to set the world alight, and that's in lane number 6. She won last week the 1,000 meters, that's Dóra Bodonyi, and she had the fastest heat in 3:58. So she's doing the same as she did last weekend. There were 2 athletes in from last weekend, clearly in Montemor. In fact, the conditions were similar. It was a tailwind, perhaps a little bit less wavy.
Yeah, but she looks pretty comfortable right now, so.
Well, they have about 4 minutes to come down this track. When did you first race here, Ronnie?
Oh, it's a long time ago. I was junior in 96, I think so. 1996.
So 21 years ago. They are halfway through the race, and we do have a clear boat length lead by Dóra Bodonyi, and Alyssa Bull is certainly keeping with it. The rest are falling back a little bit at the moment. We have to see what their plans and how they work out.
Yeah, it's impressive that they are so far away from the other guys. So, yeah. We're looking for the finish right now.
Clearly this is not an Olympic discipline for the women. We do see in the last 3 or 4 seasons, we see an awful lot of different athletes trying out this distance. Dóra has become a bit of a specialist, and she has many, Copenhagen a couple of years ago rings a bell, where she took out the victory as well. In 2015, I believe she won the under-23 worlds in the 500 meters, so she certainly has some pace on her. And we do have next to her Alyssa Bull, who won't mind waves at all, from a surf life-saving background. Well, 250 meters to go, and the Hungarians next to us are waking up to cheer their athlete home.
Yeah.
Can she hold it together? Well, the length is, as you can see on your screen, we do have about 200 meters to go, and Alyssa Bull is coming back. It's a 2-horse race at the moment. There we have Alyssa Bull from Australia against Dóra Bodonyi. They can certainly see each other, they can sense each other, and with 100 meters to go, it's neck and neck. Slightly confusing camera angle, in fact, because Dóra is about 2 meters ahead, and it looks like she's pulling ahead as we come into the last 50 meters here. She's led from start, and it looks like, as you see, she's gritting her teeth, and in fact she's coming away, and it's going to take an impressive victory in the first Race of the day. Ali Burnett takes second, and in 7th place it's Melanie Gebhardt. So that's a good start for the morning.
Yeah, especially for the Hungarians, and you see the crowd is awake now, so it's fun to be here.
Well, that's what they all like. We saw last weekend in Portugal with Pimenta starting well. It certainly enthuses the crowd, but I don't think they need that excuse here. This track built in the early 1970s. It was actually mainly built for motorboat racing, and they have about a 10-kilometer channel. It's quite complicated, taking water in from the Tazo River, which actually flows through Szeged, which is about 5 kilometers away from Serbia. Serbia is going to come into play next weekend, because that is where in Belgrade we're going to hold the 3rd ICF Sprint World Cup of the season. This is where apparently there's some amazing fishing competitions happen here. Hundreds of athletes put their rods in the water. It's where the rowing is. Clearly in Hungary there's 5 international Olympic centres. This is the home of rowing and canoeing, and it's where legends are made. 2011 they had the World Championships. 2019 they're having the next World Championships, and in your picture Dóra Bodonyi is happy with her day's work. Well, there's the great overheads. Confirmation of the results in 3:50, which is a fast time. Dóra Bodonyi takes the gold. Alyssa Bull for Australia takes the silver, 1.26 seconds behind. Melanie Gebhardt, 5.6 off the pace. Rebeka Simon, we'll hear all about her victories because she's coming in to help me with the commentary tomorrow for Great Britain. Takes them off to a very strong start.
Yeah.